Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here. As of recording of this Tuesday, November 15th, 2022, I have returned to Celebration, Florida after 22 days, if I counted correctly. 1 day after 3 weeks, flying out to California, then flying from there to Knoxville, getting a car, doing some stuff in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, driving over to Charlotte, and now I'm here, back in Celebration. And it looks like they have the streets closed off over here for whatever reason, possibly to set up for the Christmas decor. It is mid-November now, but soon they will be having all the festivities. They'll put a ice skating rink here, well, a makeshift version of an ice skating rink here on Market Street. This is basically Main Street USA, more or less, for Celebration. You know, their version of Main Street USA. And then also a big Christmas tree, and they do the snow. They do the snope, as some call it. It is good to be back. I'm gonna wander around. First, I'm gonna get myself a piping hot caffeinated beverage, do a little walk and talk, see where the day leads. It's good to be back. Join me for this adventure, shall you? A little bit of a sun glare there on the clock. It is 10:27, 10:26, 10:27-ish. You see the dog there on the hour hand, and then the bicyclist there on the minute hand. Up, the bicyclist just moved. It is now 10:28 or 10:27. Can't really tell. But you can see they are started to adorn the poles here for the holiday season, for the Christmas season here on Celebration Ave and the corner of Market Street. You can see right there, yeah, Market Street. And there's also the dog and the bicyclist on the sign as well. Now I am noticing a couple of things here at the Lake Reinhardt here at the basis of Market Street. They have removed the sign that says "Do not feed the alligators," which sometimes is here, sometimes it is not. And my dream has been fulfilled. There is a boat. I have never, in all the tenure of me living here, seen a boat out on the lake. There's a boat. Why is that boat out there? There's a boat on the water. What the heck? Could just be a local fisherman out for a pleasure cruise through eel-infested waters. That's a movie quote. There is a tremendous amount of birds up here crowing, a lot of crows up in the tree there. And I'm taking this little pathway because there is a coffee stand, Starbucks, right up here on this corner. All right, the more I look at this gentleman, might be a worker for the town itself doing something on the water. I'm not really too sure. No, it is someone fishing. Maybe pulling up some sort of line there. Now, I'm not going to be tempted or persuaded to get one of the new cake pop, the reindeer cake pops. As delicious as they look, and the snowman cookie. But you know, one thing I kind of wish that they would do is have a Celebration Florida "You Are Here, You Are There" mug, kind of like they do at Magic Kingdom and Studios and whatnot. But they don't have those yet. Also, the holiday stuff is out. The Christmas stuff is out. In fact, Holiday Joy was made just for me. A piping hot, very piping hot, just a regular coffee. I went with the blonde roast, not the Pike's Place. I gotta stop drinking lattes again. I gotta get back on that non-latte kick. The former Bohemian Celebration Hotel, still the Celebration Hotel, but they have dropped the other portion of the name. This is under new ownership. That's the rumor anyway. They have taken down the other lettering on the other side of the spinning around signage. Kind of interested to see what they're gonna do in the future with this place. There's a lighthouse there. Lampy from Peach Dragon would be very, very proud. And at the time I got my coffee, the boat has disappeared. I do not see the boat anywhere out here. Possibly has looped around this corner. I'll walk back behind the hotel, see if the boat's back there. But yeah, I'm just gonna get back to the regular coffee with very, very little cream and sugar in it and get back on track with my eating. Even though I really haven't gone completely off the rails, I haven't been doing as well as I was before the last road trip. So the last 3 weeks have really been not good for that. But there's six weeks, give or take, till the end of the year. So I'm just gonna go full force, eating well till the end of the year, which is gonna be tough with the holidays, but I can do it. I'm not gonna focus too much on it or go too deep down the rabbit hole of what I'm gonna do and whatnot, but definitely gonna get back on track. Not gonna overstate it or, you know, over mention it or anything like that, but I wanna start my New Year's resolution not being to lose weight. I don't want to start off on January 1st going, you know what, I am really heavy. It's time to do something about it. I want to start off the new year having done something about it. And I've done pretty good this year. I'm way down considerably than I was this time last year, but I still got a ways to go. So that's the last I'm going to mention it for now, but just keep that in mind. And I'm just doing it for my own accountability as well. I gotta state it, put it out into the universe, so that way I can look back and go, well, I was a slacker, or I wasn't a slacker. Which, I don't know why I just said slacker, because I met the gentleman who played Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future years ago, right over there. I said Strickland, just like popped in my head. Construction update. Pallets of sod and grass. Construction update. Now this is interesting. So the last time I was here, all the Halloween decor was up. You can still see there's a pumpkin in the back of that truck. But most of the Halloween decor has been taken. That pumpkin might actually stay up through the rest of the season. But the bicycle rental place, they call it a bike taxi spot over there, keeps downsizing dramatically. It used to stretch all the way over here. There was an old school bike right there, and all the bikes stretched over to here, and they had all the fencing went this way. And then a month or so ago, I did an update that it was about half that size, and the fencing went to here. Now it's just that little cubby hole over there. The bikes are decreasing. All right, I see a gator. It's kind of going into the shadows a little bit. Well, not the shadows, but at least where the sun is not as prominent. But you can see the gator swimming. One of the 2 or 3 alligators I've seen in this lake. Can't tell which one that is from here. Yeah, right there in the middle of the screen is one gator. There were some folks walking by, and they alerted me that there is another one up on the shore right there. So middle of the screen, you can see the tail. I'm gonna walk over to the hotel, see if I can see that gator. I'm gonna get it closer. I'm gonna get right on that little like ledge right there by the pool. Oh, coming over to say hi, huh? Okay, it's just the head peeking out there. The body's kind of submerged. I see you, gator. Now making eye contact with some other people that are walking along the shore. Ah, check it out. So this might have something to do with the bike taxi being downsized a little bit. They moved some of them over here in front of the Celebration Hotel. I'm gonna walk through here, see if I can get a better look at that gator. Okay, walking past the pool and this turtle spitting out some water. Oh yeah. Oh ho ho ho, hello there. Pretty decent size one. Trying to catch some rays, get a little sun possibly. You rarely will see any gators here like around the lake at Celebration near downtown Lake Reinhardt. Out on the shoreline. This is kind of a rarity. But there is one right here. So where I was just standing was over there. That's where the other one is. But here's the other one right here. Smiling for me. Such fascinating creatures. About the closest thing, I guess, to a dinosaur that still roams the earth. A big lizard. Right there next to the sprinkler system. And a much smaller version right there. Looking for your big brother? He's right there. And the boat is gone. I caught a rare glimpse, the first time I've ever seen a boat in my time here on this lake. You can see, I'll just kind of pan around all the all the water property here. There is no boat. I don't know where it went. It's also good to be wearing shorts again, because over the last 3 weeks, I've been wearing pants because there's been a little coolness in the air everywhere I've been. There's no coolness in the air here right now. I think it's like 80 degrees, which is kind of nice for today, just so I can have the shorts on. But I hope it does cool down. I think it will. It'll probably get a little cooler and crisp. But I'm walking through here, which I've stated this before, but I just want to reiterate. Celebration reminds me a lot of a movie backlot, kind of like Universal Studios Hollywood. You can almost picture like a tram rolling through here saying, oh, this was used in this movie, this was used in this TV show, this was filmed in this commercial. That squirrel is not an animatronic. And the reason I bring that up is because Wisteria Lane is the name of this road. Of course, Wisteria Lane, filmed on the Universal Studios Hollywood backlot. But there's a real Wisteria Lane here in Celebration. Also, I just bought a bunch more Disney stock. A lot more. I had some money in savings, a separate savings. Been sitting on it. Made a pretty good profit the last time I bought and sold it. So I have reinvested in Disney stock 3 or 4 days ago. Heck it. The last time I did this, I bought in at the dip at $87, $88 a share. I bought quite a bit, and then I bought a lot more at $117 a share. When it went up to 200, probably should have sold. It dipped down to 160. I sold all of it, and the profits of that was able to purchase the DVC points I have now. All the DVC points came from the profit of how much I made off of that Disney stock, so I had quite a bit in there. This time, I have bought in 3 or 4 days ago. It went down to $87.15, so 87.15. I don't think it's going to go any lower than that. So I took some money I had in the savings, a chunk of it, and I put it all in Disney stock again. All I have to do, for me, I'm not an expert, I know nothing really about this. I'm just kind of going with what my gut tells me, is keep it in more than 12 months, and that way there'll be a lower tax fee for long-term gains. See what happens? Now I could sell it before that. Like, let's say if it peaks up, I could oh, this guy's rocking out. He's rocking out on the lawnmower. No leaf blower today. But I want to keep it in more than, oh, here's Wisteria Lane too. Check this out. Wisteria Lane, okay, this is where I just was. This circles around. Now if I were to keep the stock in there for more than 12 months after you buy it, whatever you make profit, if it goes up, you pay about 15 to 20% based on Florida. I think it's about 20%. So as long as you pay the 20% on that, you're good with the government. If you sell it before 12 months, it's considered short term. Also, again, I'm not an expert, I'm just kind of going off what I've heard. You can't really see the sign though, because the sun is the other angle. So this is at this very moment, 11:22 a.m. on November 15th as the recording of this. It is at $95.39. It's already gone up $1 today. I bought in at $87.15. So if I were to sell everything I invested, each one stock that I have, I will have made, let's just call it $8. It's $8 and change. But I've already made $8 per share. So let's say I had one share. Let's say I bought one share. If I were to take that one share and sell it right now back to who I invest through, and they were to deposit what I made into the bank, into my bank account, I would have to pay the IRS 37%, let's just call it 40%. So out of that $8 profit I would make, if I sold it right now, which I'm not going to, I would have to pay $4, $3, $3 or $4 to the government. But if I wait more than 12 months, even just right after 12 months, which is what I did last time, then I only have to pay about 20%. So that is kind of my goal of mine. That's what I did last time, right before New Year's. So if I can keep it in there until before New Year's next year, that's my plan. So I'm pretty much in it till the end of next year. Now, for some reason, it spikes up to like $200 or $300 a share. I might be tempted to just, you know, just pull the cord and sell it and pay the astronomical fees. What is that, a balloon? The taxes on what it would be, because the profit would be pretty decent. But that's my plan anyway. like I said, I am not an expert on this in any way, shape, or form, but I did pretty well last time. And with the way the company is now, they've had better times, but I feel like they're not gonna have worse times than right now. I think the bad times are as bad as they are gonna get. Again, just my opinion. And when they dipped down to 87, I said, heck it, do it. Took the savings, what I had for my tax savings. I was waiting for that day. And I just pulled the cord. Turning back and walking back towards downtown. There's a couple more of those. This must be for flooding issues. Let you know the water levels, where they're at. I'm kind of thinking why there might be 1 or 2 more gators in the lake than there was before is because not the last hurricane that happened when I was out of town, but the one before it a couple months ago, or a few months ago, that I was here for, there was a lot of flooding. And some of the gators from like the swampy area might have relocated into Lake Reinhardt. There's probably gators in here too. Anytime there's water anywhere in Central Florida, there's probably going to be a gator in it. And also, the whole stock thing, at any moment I could just change my idea, just sell what I have. As long as I have made a profit, even if I have to pay higher taxes in the short term, if I need, if there's an emergency, or if there's something else I want to use the money for, as long as it doesn't go below 87.15, I will have made a profit, even if I'm paying, you know, the taxes on it. So I'm just kind of rolling with the punches. As far as the rest of this year goes, as far as my life goes and content-wise and whatnot, here on this channel, things I'm going to be doing, it's all going to be localized. I might venture out a little bit outside of Orlando. You know, it's basically going to be Central Florida. Hopefully, you know, you never know with me, but I'm going to try not to go out of state until next year. Next year, got some ideas, more travel plans, hopefully some places I have not been before. You know, the wheels are always turning. But I haven't gone a lot this year and would like to spend the next month and a half here in Central Florida, near my home, so there will be some theme park stuff. Spoiler alert, I'll probably be covering a lot of the Christmas festivities at a lot of the theme parks and just the general vicinity of the greater Orlando area, Kissimmee, Central Florida, things like that. But there will be a lot of theme park content, even though I'm going to subside myself from the urges of trying to eat a bunch of treats. There might not be a lot of food reviews, treat reviews, things like that, but there will be a lot of Christmas and a lot of holidays coming up, with Thanksgiving slowly approaching, well, quickly approaching, and then full on December very, very soon. So keep that in mind. Just to throw it out there, a lot of Christmas content coming up and a lot of localized events, which I'm looking forward to. It's good to be home. The way my mind works, usually when I am away from either California or I'm away from Florida, I don't think of the other place too much as far as what's going on in those, you know, Disneyland or Universal Hollywood. I don't really pay much attention when I'm here. And the same goes when I am away from here. So I really have not been in the loop with anything that has popped up or happening at WDW. So I am looking forward to getting back in there and going full Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas and the holidays. They still have not replaced the emblem over here. Interesting. They used to have, oh, they have. I stand corrected. I stand completely corrected. There's the emblem. It's been placed back right there. Celebration established in 1994, of course, built by WDW, thanks to Eisner and his crew. Of course, Disney is not affiliated anymore with it, even though they have offices on site. They don't own the town anymore. But it was established back in the mid-90s. A Disney-built town, and I live here. Weird. But this is kind of a fun little relic, if you will, right here on all the light poles through the community. Take a look. So you have the emblem here, Celebration Florida 1994 emblem. But look down here. There is a Disney copyright there on the side. These are relics now, because it does not apply anymore. They have these all over town. Pretty neat, right? There's Howard the Duck, by the way. A decoy duck. I should have, you know what, earlier when I saw the boat going around the water here, I wonder if the boat walked over, or not walked, but rode over, motor rode over, to figure out exactly how that decoy duck does not move around the water. It stays stationary. I was told once that it's on a pipe to keep someone, if they are on a boat, from hitting the pipe. However, during the hurricane, when the lake rose, that would mean the duck would be submerged. So it must be on a string. And the duck slowly turns sometimes. So it is not completely on a pipe. You can see how it's kind of shifting and looking different directions. So your guess is as good as mine. But it's not a real duck, it's a decoy duck. I've named him Howard after the movie. Disney stock has been purchased for me. Everyone has their opinion, I have mine. Also, when it comes to weight loss, everyone has their opinion, I have mine. I'm trying to go for, by the end of the year, by December 31st into New Year's, get down to the weight I need to be at and not start 2023 with a resolution to lose weight. I want to lose it before then. So we got Disney stock, which I purchased. I bought it in at $87.15 a share. As of this moment, it is higher than that. So right now, doing pretty good. Weight loss, I am down considerably than I was this time last year. However, I need to get down, probably need to lose another 20 or 30 pounds to feel comfortable in my own skin. And then what was the third thing? Oh, plans for the next 6 weeks till the end of the year, which basically is Christmas, theme parks, and Central Florida stuff. That's just how it's going to be. I'm not going to make any other promises other than that. I will be going back to Disney. I might even be going to some of the other parks around here. That's it. I'm back in Florida. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. The Celebration movie theater is still not open. It's been closed like 11 years. The vlog is over. Oh yeah, one last little footnote. Kind of excited for the Snope to make an appearance again down the road in December.